Steven, yeah, and not just true. Money, we can't buy life. Money, buy many other thing. Big ship, gully gonna sing. Zion sting. That's why. Steven.
99.9 WEFM. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All right, so we are back with you for another commentary segment here on today's Activated Mornings program with Dianna and Roleza. All right, so we're just going to go into a fun topic. It's Friday. Right, all right. All right, so posing the question to Dianna first and, of course, to all the listeners, right? All right, so let's take the call. Hi, Joshua, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Before you go into your topic, two things. Talking about neighbors. My neighbors and I are not necessarily friends, but well, I don't want to talk too much about them because, like I said, we are not friends. But where that photograph I sent you just now with the cruise ships out there, that's the sort of view I get from our home every day. But if I go up on the roof, the view is even more fantastic. I mean, I could see forever. I mean, Bermuda is such a beautiful place. And I'm not supposed to go on the roof because that particular portion is fairly low, maybe just about like a 10-foot drop or so. The higher side is like 20-plus foot drop. And I've got vertigo, so I'm not supposed to go on the roof, period. But when my wife is not at home, I would sneak a peek.
Wow. Is she there and hearing you right now?
Recently, I started climbing the ladder.
When a man is evasive.
And I heard, where you think you're going, in very colorful language. So I ignored because I didn't know, it's my property. Where you think you're going? Get off that blankety-blank ladder. You're not supposed to go up there. So my neighbors are very good like that, Somebody's going to stop me. And, there's one lady, the granny. I'm going to call your wife now.
Go
you're going up on the roof.
Pull you up. Pull you right up.
Do you know why I'm sad? My neighbors do not steal from me, but that particular ladder mysteriously disappeared. It disappeared.
Maybe it was hidden.
I'm just going to leave that there, right? So that's you're talking about neighbors looking out for you. And the other thing I want to speak about, again, this would take me about a minute and three-quarter. I was mingling around because at this time in Bermuda, we have thousands and thousands of tourists milling along the street. And I heard, teacher, teacher, teacher. No, I'm not teacher. I mean, I stopped teaching like 40-something years ago. Teacher. And I recognized the Vincent accent. So I looked around and there was this beautiful lady heading towards me, running towards me. And she hugged me and I'm saying to myself, I mean, I love women and things, but I don't, I'm not a strange woman. And she introduced me to the guy. She said, this is my teacher. This is my teacher. But something I noticed about her, she had a split lip, like a scar. And we got into talking and everything. And the guy said, oh, she's always talking about you. And, we were hoping we would run into you when we come to Bermuda. I had an opportunity to speak to this young lady. And what I want to address is a matter of grave concern. She used to be, I don't know what you call them in St. Vincent, maids, housekeeper, helper, whatever. What do you call women that work in the house?
Domestic workers.
Domestic workers, yes. So I asked her what was wrong with her lip. I couldn't help asking. She said, "Oh, the missus I used to work with hit me with a brush and bust me lip." I said, "What?" She said, "Yes." Of course, I asked why. She said, "Well, she come home And I really wanted to use the bathroom. I was cleaning the toilet. I really wanted to use the bathroom. And she heard me flush the toilet, and she rushed up and she picked up the brush that I was brushing the tub with and hit me across my mouth. I could not believe I was hearing that. To end my story, I'm going to give you a little thing. I recently visited Canada, visited a family, white family, spent the day with them. And when I entered that house, man, the smell, I could have sworn I was in a Vincentian house. And these are white people. White people can't cook West Indian dishes. So anyhow, we sat down to eat. As we were about to eat, the dad said, go and call Roleza. Her name is not Roleza. So when Roleza came in, I saw that she was black. So she sat down and gave thanks. And the dad said, thank you for Roleza for preparing this meal for Joshua, one of her countrymen. And I was shocked. So anyway, I enjoyed the meal. He introduced Roleza as the housekeeper. Later on, I was talking to him. I said, this is kind of strange. Why would you have the housekeeper sit at the table and eat with the family? He said, Joshua, let me tell you something. She is family. Our life is in her hand. She gets the best, next to my wife, she gets the best treatment. She eats with us. And the wife said today was her day off, but when she heard that you were coming here, she decided to stay and cook for you because in the wife's term, white people can't cook for island people. So here was a housekeeper, a maid, who was eating with his family, and the father said clearly, our life is in her hands, so she must have the best of treatments. I'm appealing to all you unscrupulous people in St. Vincent who have people working for you in your house. Do not abuse them, because you never know what they're going to put in your food when they cook for you. And I am keeping it real. You know, I couldn't believe it. A beautiful young lady, split lip. The woman bust her lip because she was using the toilet. She was supposed to use the latrine outside, not the toilet. You know, I could not believe things like this happening.
Yes.
So I just wanted to share that with you. And it is no story. It's no joshing. This is an actual thing. And please, I appeal to you, Vincentians, do not do that. Do not abuse your housekeeper, your cleaning lady. Do not abuse the yard boy. So if you abuse the yard boy, when you go on to work, he might be taking care of business elsewhere.
I guess you, Joshua.
Yeah.
All right.
So I am not. So that is why I'm sad, because me can't go on the roof, man. You should see the beauty out there, but I cannot go on the roof because my neighbors would not allow me to. They removed my ladder.
Yeah, as they should,
My
Josh.
ladder that belonged to me.
As they should, Joshua, because you acting like one of them had his children from Vincy. So yeah, as they should. Okay.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
I said you're acting like one of those had his children from Vincy. So yes, as they should.
Okay. Me hear you. And,
Wait, I fell into that. I walked right into that. Joshua, stop it.
I need to have a good Mr. Mason. I always look forward to hearing you. And again, try to get that extra inch. If you can't, you remember the platform you used to wear back in the 60s? Put on one of them and you might be 6'3".
All right.
Love you guys.
All right. Take care, Joshua. All right. And that was Joshua there with his little piece and telling us about treating our domestic workers with respect. And I just want to add this final part. You know, those persons within your homes or within your organizations who, you know, might be looking at them as doing the menial tasks, etc. They know more of your business than anybody else. All right. The domestic person who's cleaning your home will know about your personal business because they're cleaning your home. The cleaners in the office who you are taking for granted, they know about the documents. Well, I mean, some of them would have access to certain places with documents, etc. You know, they're in and out of different offices, etc. So everybody, from the head of the organization right down to the person who is doing whatever janitorial services, etc., treat everybody with respect, especially those on the quote unquote the lower end, because they know plenty of business. All right, and with that, we are heading on out of this segment as we are already graced by the lovely Lisa. All right, so we're gonna head into our courts desk for today in a bit.